In this video, we're talking about unit price and how to compare unit prices to figure out which of two options is a better value. So in this particular problem, we have two purchases we can make. We can buy 24 ounces of something for $3.60 or 88 ounces of the same thing for $14. We want to figure out which of these is a better value. So what we want to do is compare the unit price. So because we have two different sizes and two different prices, it's hard to compare the value of these two purchases. We have 24 ounces for $3.60. Here we have a much larger size, 88 ounces, but for a much larger price, $14 instead of $3.60. If we look at this first option here, 24 ounces for $3.60, if we can figure out the price per 1 ounce, instead of here we know it's $3.60 for 24 ounces, if we can figure out what the price is for 1 ounce, then we could multiply that price by 88 ounces and compare the result to $14. So here's what that's going to look like. If the price for 24 ounces is $3.60 and we want price per ounce, then we need to divide price by ounce. When we say price per ounce, it means divide price by ounce. So we're going to say $3.60 divided by 24 ounces. We have a decimal point here. We're going to move it straight up into the quotient here and put our decimal. And then we're going to say, how many times does 24 go into 3? 0 times. So we get 0 there when we multiply 0 by 24. We get 3 and we bring down the 6 here. How many times does 24 go into 36? 1 time. When we multiply 1 by 24, we get 24. And then 36 minus 24 will give us 12. Bringing down the 0 here, how many times does 24 go into 120? Well, exactly 5 times. When we multiply 5 by 24, we get 120. We subtract, we get a remainder of 0. So we know that the price per ounce is exactly 15 cents in this first option. If the price per ounce of this option is 15 cents, then we can take that value and multiply it by 88 ounces. If we get a dollar amount that's greater than 14, then we know that this is the better deal. If we get a dollar amount that's less than 14, then we know that this first option is a better deal. So let's take 15 cents and multiply it by 88 ounces. So we're going to say 88 ounces multiplied by 0.15 for 15 cents. We'll do 5 times 8 gives us 40. We get 40 here, 44. Bring down our 0. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 8 is 8. And then when we add these 0, 12, 12, 13, we get 1320. We have our decimal point here. So we have to go over 1, 2 to get to that decimal point, which means we have to go over 1, 2 and put in our decimal point here. So we get $13.20. In other words, at the rate of 15 cents per ounce, 88 ounces will cost us $13.20, but we're being charged $14 for it instead of $13.20 or something less than that. So this actually doesn't turn out to be a good deal. So we should just buy the 24-ounce package for $3.60, and if we want more quantity, we should buy more of these instead of one 88-ounce package for $14 because this is a better price per ounce. It's a better value. The other way we could do this, instead of with long division and multiplication, we could set up a proportion. We could say 24 ounces for $3.60. We could put this into a ratio, a fraction like this. 24 ounces for $3.60 should be equal to 88 ounces for X dollars. This works because we've got ounces and ounces in the numerator and price in the denominator. And since we've set up a proportion now, we just cross multiply 24 times X and 360 times 88, and we get 24X is equal to 3.6 times 88, which is 316.8. Then to solve for X, we need to divide both sides by 24. Like this, we would get 24 to cancel in the numerator and denominator on the left-hand side, leaving us with just X is equal to, and if we do 316.8 divided by 24, we're going to get the same answer we got before, which is 13.2, so we know that the price is $13.20. So whether you want to do it this way, figure out a price per ounce on option number 1, get that price per ounce right here, the 15 cents, and then multiply that unit price by the amount from the other option, and then compare this price here to this price and make a determination about value, or whether you want to set up a proportion like this and solve for X, either way it doesn't matter, you're going to get the same answer as long as you do the math correctly. So that's how you figure out unit price and use it to determine which of two options is a better value.